Welcome to my Georgia blog. This was my first time traveling to the state of Georgia and I did not know what to expect. The reason why we were traveling to Georgia was for a graduation party. My husband's little cousin graduated high school, and also for a very long time we have been talking about just visiting the family in Georgia, and we haven't had the chance, but since this was for a high school graduation, we said, oh yeah, let's go. Once we arrived to the Georgia airport, we took a lift to my husband's tia's house because that's where we were going to stay for the 2 nights. We unpacked and we had some breakfast. His tias made some huevo con chorizo, and we talked with his family members for maybe an hour or two. But immediately after, we started to feel very sleepy and tired because we did take a red eye. It was my husband, his cousin, his mom, his sister, and I. And we were just really tired, and the time difference was kind of killing us, to be honest. After we woke up from our naps, we decided to walk to the stores. The stores were 15 minutes walking distance, but one of his cousins knew a shortcut. And honestly, I did not mind the walking because I really like walking, and the walking to the stores was beautiful. I mean, look at this. There was greenery literally everywhere. The weather was great in my opinion. It was not too hot or not too cold. It was a little bit humid, but nothing that I couldn't handle. During the walk, I was thinking about how life would be different if my husband and we decided to move to Georgia to be closer to his family. We do have family here in California, and that's where everyone started off, but eventually a few family members moved to Georgia. I also forgot to mention the reason why we are walking is because we did not rent a car, but now we know that next time when we travel to Georgia, we definitely need to rent a car, because although there's many stores near his tia's house that are walking distance, as you could see from the video, the streets are just very big, and a car was just necessary at this point. Thankfully, his cousin was back home and he was nice enough to give us a ride back home. And for the rest of the day, we just stayed home, watched some movies. And this is their dog, Junior Gomez. He is adorable and the nicest dog ever, I swear. Let's get ready to go to a graduation party. My husband and we traveled to Georgia to come to his little cousin's high school graduation. I wasn't sure if I was able to bring my day-to-day makeup, but when I was looking at the sizes, most of my makeup is travel size friendly. So I was happy that I didn't need to really buy makeup in order to travel. On this day, everyone decided to sleep in, just have a slow morning because the party was going to take over the rest of the day. I didn't really record the party, well, at least not on TikTok. I did record it on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in watching how my Georgia trip went, go and subscribe to my channel because that's where I did most of my vlogging. Other than that, we are ready to party. We arrived to the graduation venue and we were the first ones there. At first we were like, wait, where's everyone else? But the party did not start for like another hour, but we did go early on purpose to help set up and to also be the first ones to eat the delicious food that we made the day before. The food that was made was birria, frijoles, and arroz. Most of the big decorations that you see here, they were already set up once we got there. This candy table that you see here, it was a hit. Mostly everything was gone by the end of the night, and I might have had something to do with that. And that's Cousin Cesar. Congrats to him for graduating high school. We are very proud of you and wish you the best for your future. A few years ago, he was so tiny and now he's just so tall. I think he's taller than my husband actually, and I look so tiny compared next to him. I mean, look at us. After we took some pictures, the party began, and I did decide to cut off the music because I do not want to get copyrighted by YouTube and get in trouble. But here's a clip of Mateo doing El Baile de la Iguana and everyone else just dancing around him. Day 3 of Georgia, and this is actually our last day here. This was our first family outing with everyone out. We decided to go to IHOP to eat breakfast as a family. At least for my husband and we couldn't do much more with everyone else because we did have our flight to catch later that day. and we decided to just walk around the neighborhood. We took a walk with his grandma. It was nice to spend that quality time with his abuela because his abuela now lives in Georgia, and before she lived in California, so we don't really see her as often anymore ever since she moved to Georgia. And she's just the funniest, most down-to-earth person that I've ever met. Like, she's honestly a really cool grandma. Our walk was coming to an end, and I decided to spend the last 2 hours just outside in their balcony admiring their garden. I hope to have my own garden one day when I am a homeowner. Also, during these last 2 hours outside, I decided to just edit some content that I've had on my phone because I try my best to stay up to date in posting as soon as possible. As a small content creator, consistency is key, and I try my best to post at least 3 to 4 videos a day on my TikTok and on my Instagram, and I do post those videos here on my YouTube channel as well. But obviously, making a video like this, what I'm creating right now, it does take a little bit more time. I am happy with myself that I decided to take content creating more seriously because high school me would be very proud of myself. I had a YouTube channel actually when I was in high school, but people would make fun of me, and I really let that get the best of me, and I decided to delete the channel. And a few years later, I decided that I just didn't care anymore and I was going to take this seriously. I'm constantly looking back at pictures when I was younger, and now I can look back at these videos for myself and my family. And if Diosito me da vida para llegar a viejita, now I can look back at this video to remember my first Georgia trip. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It would really help me out with the social media journey that I am taking, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye bye.